Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be giving you a long-awaited review. It took me a few months to get this review up because I was so hesitant, but I will be speaking about the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I have had this foundation since Gen Beauty in October. The shade that I am here is Y365. So for those of you that have loved the Makeup Forever HD foundation just as much as I did, they have changed the formula and they have now called it Ultra HD. I was devastated when I found out that they were changing the formula around because Makeup Forever HD foundation was hands down my favorite foundation of all time, especially to use on my clients because it just made their skin picture perfect ready. It never moved, it never budged. I mean, their photos came out amazing. All my clients, for any of their bridal images or red carpet, they just looked phenomenal. And then Makeup Forever made the switch and they went into Ultra HD. And again, I was completely devastated because, as you guys know, it takes me a very long time to make a jump from one foundation to another and to see if I feel that it would be kit worthy. So when I did receive this from Gen Beauty back in October, I came home and I started using it and I hated it. I'm sorry, I just did not like it. I didn't like the texture of it. I felt it gave too much of a dewy glow. I just loved the way the regular HD foundation sat on my skin, and I wasn't finding that this was doing the same thing. So I put it down for about a month and I left it alone, and I was training my new assistant and I was telling her how devastated I was that they changed the formulation, you know, because now I have to find another go-to for my kit. And then I started using it again. And I started to apply it differently with my fingers versus a beauty blender because I felt like the beauty blender just completely washed out the formulation of the foundation. It completely thinned it out, and I feel like this is a thin foundation to begin with, and I feel like it did that. It just really thinned it out too much, meaning that you would have to use more product, and then in turn you would waste more product and you would go through the bottles a little bit more faster. So that just bothered me. Again, I put it down for a little while again, came back to it because you guys know that I have to really continuously try something until I could say I don't like it. Then about a month ago, I picked it up again and I said I have to give the foundation another try. As devastated as I said there has to be a way to get this exactly the way I would like to see it, to show that it looks like my own skin without looking cakey. I don't want to discontinue this from my kit. Okay, so I tried it again. And the third time I used it with the Makeup Forever 122 brush. And you guys are going to see this in the demo how it applies. This was by far the best way to apply the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I used to apply the original HD foundation with the Beauty Blender or a Kabuki brush or any of my Sigma foundation brushes, and it was totally fine. This time I felt that the product just completely got lost on the skin by using those methods. So that was just totally devastating for me because I love using those three brushes and the Beauty Blender to apply it. But on myself, what I did find is that when I used the Makeup Forever 122 brush, it just literally sat on my skin beautifully. And this was the problem solver for me as to why I did not like the way the foundation was sitting on my face. Now, I've tried other brushes that I had in my collection to see if it would replicate actually how this made it look, and it didn't, except for the MAC 130 brush. This is a little bit more dense than this, so I do feel that you can actually pack on the product a little bit better with this. And again, you're going to see that in the demo real fast, the two ways to do it. But this was the best way to apply the Makeup Forever HD foundation. So if you are into a really nice foundation, you want to go with the Ultra HD, you like it, but maybe you're not having very good results with it, my advice is to look into the 122 brush and start using this as your only foundation brush to apply this or any other foundation, because it really does fan out the foundation beautifully. My recommendation is to go into Sephora or Makeup Forever, the original store itself and get swatched a couple times. I like to go a little bit deeper and a little bit warmer than my natural skin tone, as you guys know, because I don't like the way cool tone colors look on my skin. I feel they reflect too much of a pink and a white undertone that I don't like at all. So usually, honestly, everybody gets a warm tone when they're getting the makeup done by me, including myself.